Happy video day, guys. Christina, Brooke here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a brand that launched just recently at Sephora. I feel like it was this year that this brand showed up and I was pretty interested in it. So when the brand contacted me to send me over the entire range that was being sold at Sephora, I was like, okay, this seems pretty interesting. I said yes, and I got the entire range from Merit Beauty. So thank you so much to the Merit team for sending these to me. So I do have a lot of the pieces from the Merit line to show you guys today. So I was very interested in this brand because the primary concept of the brand is to keep your makeup natural, to kind of have your inner beauty come through without having to put that much on the skin. And as you mature in age, that becomes something that you kind of want to implement into your life because you start to notice that putting on too much makeup can sometimes make you look a little older. And besides the simple concept of not trying to age myself, another thing that really interests me about this line is I live in an area that is very beach friendly. We are basically summer year round, so I have a lot of days that my wardrobe and what I'm doing is very casual and I need to be out in the sun, or I'm gonna be in the pool, or I'm gonna be in a beach environment, and to have a full face of makeup sometimes just does not match the vibe. But I do love myself some makeup. So having this entire range of natural makeup that still would give you very good coverage has me very, very excited. So what I wanted to do with you guys today was do a very natural face of makeup using every single one of the items that was sent over to me by Merit Beauty. Give you guys some thoughts on what I'm thinking about the products, and yeah, do a natural face of makeup to kind of give you guys like that whole beachy summer vibe and that natural face of makeup. And that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're focusing on today. So if you guys are excited and see how I came up with this full face of makeup, then keep on watching. But if you have not done so already, don't forget to go ahead and hit subscribe, join the channel, and yeah, let's do it right now. Okay, so as you guys can tell, I have everything on my skin. I quickly want to show you guys the products that I did receive, but I also wanted to tell you a little bit about the brand because I found this to be pretty interesting. Typically when brands launch at Sephora, sometimes we don't know who the owners are or anything like that, but this brand is actually started by Catherine Power, which she is the CEO of Who What Wear, which is the fashion website. She's also the co-founder of a brand called Avaline, which is a company that she founded with Cameron Diaz. It's like a wine company. And she's also the founder of Versed, which is a clean drugstore skincare line, which is pretty impressive. So this is probably her leap into the higher end makeup category. All of the products here are clean beauty. And like I said from the beginning, the primary concept behind everything was to make makeup that did not look like you're putting on that much makeup. So this is a very no makeup line, which, you know, if a brand comes out with a concept like that and they stay true to their concept, I am totally on board with it. And we've got a lot of products here, okay? So I actually did get sent over 2 of the lip oils. I did get the brow pomade. I have the mascara, the brush, the Complexion stick, which is like their foundation, and also their cream blush. So we're gonna go ahead and apply everything to the skin right now. So let's go ahead and let's zoom in. Let me show you guys these products in action, and I'm very excited for you guys to see this. All right, guys, we are zoomed in. We're gonna play with this makeup. I'm actually pretty excited. So I have absolutely nothing on my face except for I just added a little bit of the e.l.f. Illuminating Primer because I figure that inside of here, the little the foundation that they gave me, I don't believe that it's gonna be like an all over face foundation. It seems to me like it's gonna be like you kind of like spot conceal. And I also kind of filled in my brows slightly with my brow pencil because there is a brow pomade in here. I do need to still kind of like fill in the brow just a tad because I have very thin brows. So let's start off with the first thing. Is the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. So it does come in this really pretty carton. And this is a really, really pretty product. I really like the packaging of it. If you guys see, it's a very simplified packaging. I feel like the whole brand has a very elegant, simplified look to it. And then if you guys can see, this is what the product looks like. And I'm pretty excited to give this one a go. So this actually retails for $38 US. It's a lightweight, medium coverage complexion stick with natural looking finish to replace a foundation and concealer in your makeup bag. It's supposed to have medium coverage, so that's interesting. Now, for me personally, since this looks like it's so little, I don't know if I would like use this all over the skin, or I would use it more like spot conceal, just like to cover imperfections, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna do what we can. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just like place it in the areas. Oh good, it kind of matches. In the areas that I have like a little bit of imperfections, and then we'll work from there. Usually when I put on these kind of products, I am not like aiming to like really cover, like I'm not aiming to cover the entire skin with it. So let's see. That looks good. It looks a little bit on the light side for me, but I think it could work. I'm gonna use my fingers to kind of maximize the coverage. Anytime that I put on things that I want it to look a little bit more natural, I typically do use my fingers. Most of the time that I even put on like tinted moisturizers, I usually use my fingers. It's very seldom that you will see me grab a brush to put it on. Let's go with a very beachy look. That's what we're trying to aim for here. We're going to the beach. We want some radiant, natural, dewy skin. I'm not going to put it everywhere. I think, let me tell you, the coverage actually, believe it or not, this coverage is actually pretty good. If you guys can see, I just kind of like spot concealed on certain spots, and I feel like I got a pretty good coverage out of this with my finger. I almost feel like I wish I would have gotten 2 shades of this, because I was able to pick what I wanted. I wish I would have gotten 2 shades and I could have like mixed them, but I think this coverage is pretty good. I'm going in with a little tiny bit more. I think this is doing a really decent job. What do you guys think? This is doing a really decent, and actually the coverage is going a long way. I didn't put it everywhere, but I feel like the places that I put it, the coverage is so strong that it almost looks like I kind of covered a lot. So that's interesting, and I like the way it looks. And on me, this is very skin-like, like super skin-like, almost like I did not put on makeup. Wow, that's pretty interesting. So this is what it looks like, just kind of spot concealed and using it under the eyes. And I think it did a pretty decent job. What do you guys think? I think that gave me a really nice coverage. It actually does feel like it's medium coverage in my opinion. If you don't have that much to cover, this will probably cover very, very good for you. But like for my skin that I have a few little imperfections, I think that it covered it pretty decent. It's not like it gave me like full coverage or anything, but it did give me enough coverage that I think it looks really, really good and even. Yeah, that looks really pretty. So let's say I wanted to go a little bit more ham under the eyes. Let's see if we could really get a decent coverage under here, because I do have dark circles. I didn't put any of my corrector on. Typically I would put a corrector on just so that I don't have to like put too much concealer on, but I just want to see how it works to correct darkness, and I think it's actually, that did a pretty decent job. Okay, so I think that that did a good job. I think that that did a pretty decent job. So I'm happy with that. So we do have a brush in here. So this is really interesting. So this is the Merit brush. It looks just like this, and it's supposed to be for complexion products. I want to use this for my cream bronzer. I think that this might work really, really nice. It probably would have worked good for the foundation as well. But I think I want to use this product with my cream bronzer. So we're going to use that with the bronzer once we get to it. So I'm going to just go ahead and grab my Fenty cream bronzer and get a little bit of that on this brush, and let's see how this brush works with that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and bronze up the skin. So usually when you want to look a little bit more natural, or if you're mature skin and you don't want to look like you have heavy makeup on, if you go in with cream products, the cream products are always going to make your skin look a little bit more natural, more dewy. It makes you look like you really don't have that much makeup on. If you want to go on a beach holiday and you want to go to the ocean or to the pool, and you don't want everybody to think like you have a full face of makeup on, so people are like, wow, why did she put makeup on to go to the pool? Put on cream products. It won't look like if you have that much makeup on. It looks very natural looking. So we're gonna focus with creams today. And I'm using the cream bronzer from Fenty because this line doesn't have one yet, but I think if this line did have one, it probably would be really good. So this brush is pretty decent, let me tell you. I like the way that it's blending out the cream products. I've been wanting to have a brush to use for my creams, and this is working pretty decent. I think I might have found a brush to use for my cream products. This is actually blending out beautifully the cream. So I like this brush. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I have been wanting something to blend out cream products better because if you guys haven't noticed, cream products are taking over the market. Everything is cream right now. So if you don't like creams, I'll probably start trying them out because they're everywhere. But yeah, so this is actually working beautifully. Ooh, I like this brush. This is a good brush. So this brush actually retails for $30, and it's a brush that blends your complexion products so well that you won't be able to tell where your skin and your makeup meet. I think it does blend out pretty damn well. I have to admit that is pretty true. I like this brush. Okay, so I'm excited for this one. So this actually called my attention a lot when they asked me to pick stuff. So this is their cream blushes. Yeah. Cream blushes are everywhere, but this really called my attention. They had a bunch of different colors to pick from, but the one that called my attention most, yes, it's called Beverly Hills. I thought it had such a cool name, but look at that color. That looks like my perfect summer, like flushed cheek look color. So this one actually is $28, and it comes in 5 different shades. And they do say that it's a foolproof, flexible balm that deposits a creamy, transparent veil of color to your skin. Ooh, it's supposed to have a light coverage to it. You guys know I'm not like a huge blusher, so yeah, it's pretty light. But that's okay with me because like I said, I don't love very heavy blush, and I just put that on pretty heavy. But that looks pretty. Okay, so let's use this brush again. Kind of just deposit it into the skin. So I'm just going to do like a tapping motion to not move it around too much, because since it doesn't have the most pigment to it, I just want to get as much as I can out of it, and that looks really pretty. But these products to me are like those perfect products to throw in your purse and then just like use them on the go. Like you just need a little bit of blush, you throw this in, and you've got like a really pretty, very dewy, very skin-like blush. Look how dewy that is. If you're somebody who likes dewy skin like me, you're gonna be in love. If you don't like dewy skin, just know that this adds like a nice, like, look at that, dewiness to the skin. Gives it like a healthy glow. I actually don't even think I need a highlighter with that. Like I said, just depends on your preference when it comes to blush. If you're somebody like me, doesn't love like a whole lot of blush, then you probably like this. But if you want it to be more pronounced, go for the deeper shade. So far I have to say, this is giving me that very natural, beachy, everyday kind of feel. I'm gonna go ahead and try out the brow products. So I knew there was a brow pomade in here, but my brows are pretty thin, so I do need to use a pencil. So I did use my e.l.f. pencil to kind of fill in the brow a tad. So just know I do have a product on. So anytime I use pomades, they're not really for me to add extra hairs. It's just to kind of make the brows look fuller. So that's what I'm going to use this for. So this is what it looks like. Look how pretty and gold this is. Tell me that doesn't look luxurious. That looks really pretty. And I got it in the color brown. That looks like it could be a decent color for me. So this does retail for $24, and it comes in 3 different shades. It says it's a tintable, flexible pomade designed to give you your most face framing brows yet. So that's what we want to do. I want to frame the face with the brows. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. Let's see how this works. So like I said, I got the color brown. There was a few different colors. I always have to be really careful when I use these type of brow products because I don't want my brows to get too dark. But this one actually is not, it's not really giving me real dark brows, I don't think. What do you guys think? Oh. It's doing a really nice feather. Yeah, that looks really pretty. It's giving me a nice feathered look. I like the color brown. Maybe you guys can tell the difference between the 2 brows. This one's a little bit more manicured, and I kind of pulled it up a little bit, and this one is still going down because I just filled it, but I didn't add any pomade to it. If you want that full beachy look that's really in right now, a brow pomade does help to make your eyebrows look a little bit bigger and give them a little bit more of a plump look, and yeah, it helps a lot with this whole summery full brow look. All right, so I went ahead and put on a little bit of my Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette. I figured I could use some cream products on the lids with a little bit of sparkle just to keep with that semi-natural look. I mean, I wanted to do something that looks pretty on camera, you know? So I went ahead and I added a little bit more of a something to the lids. But I want to play now with the mascara. So the mascara seems pretty interesting. So this is the Clean Lash mascara. And this, ooh, look at this bottle. This is like presentation bottle. Like I could put this in a background. It looks really, really pretty. So this is a $26 mascara. It's an everyday mascara that defines, separates, and lengthens the lashes for a wide awake look. No smudging ever. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to the lashes. Let's see what the wand looks like. That's a very pretty wand. So that looks like a nice wand. Very thin. It doesn't look like it's going to, you know, sometimes when you have the really heavy ones, they kind of clump up the lashes. So let's go ahead and apply. Let's see. Now I didn't use my eyelash curler. I have been doing that a lot lately, but I didn't use it right now just to kind of like see what this looks like. All right, so there we go. This is what it looks like. I have it on this side. I think it looks very pretty. It's not clumpy, so that is definitely true. I don't feel like my lashes are getting stuck together. It's giving me a very natural lash look, but it's adding length to it and it's not really clumping together. Yeah, so this is a lengthening mascara and that's what it's doing. It's giving me length. It's not giving me as much volume because it is separating the lashes a lot, but it's giving me that length, which is really pretty for natural looks. You want your lashes to look longer, so that's definitely what it's doing. I don't know if you guys can see the difference between the two lashes. Hopefully you can. In person, I can see a big difference, but yeah, let me go ahead and put it on this side. I love this mascara too. Like, this is so pretty. All right, so there we go. I put the mascara on both sides. So this is a very pretty, natural looking mascara. Like I said, added some length. It didn't do too much for the volume, but it kind of just looks like my lashes just longer. It just looks like my lashes just longer. Which is always good. So let's see what else we've got here. So the last two products that I have are both lip products. So they actually ran out of the highlighter I told you before, so I got two different lip oils. The first one that I got is in the color Marrakesh, which I thought was so pretty for summer. And then the other one is a very natural looking color, which I thought was also very me, and it's called All Natural. They actually almost look the same color. It's just this one has a little bit more pinky red to it. So we'll try on first the more natural nude looking one. Ooh, look at that. Look how pretty that is. So it comes out like that. And let's see what it looks like on the lips. Ooh, that's pretty. It has like a little peachy undertone to it. These are super hydrating lip oils. Like, I don't think that this is going to dry down at all. This is just like kind of like one of those really nice glossy feels to the lip. If you have dry lips, you're probably going to think that these are phenomenal. But yeah, so this one right here is the color All Natural. And let's go ahead and let's try Marrakesh. So now Marrakesh's turn. That's what it looks like. That's pretty. I'm excited. Yeah, that one's a little bit deeper. It has a little bit more orange in it. A little bit more red orange. A little goes a long way with the lip oils. You don't have to like keep dipping in, it looks like, because if you put too much on, you can kind of get it outside of your lips. That's really pretty. Super moisturizing. Like probably the most moisturizing lip oil I've ever used. I don't even know if I've used that many lip oils, but super, super moisturizing. Feels amazing on the lips. If you have dry lips, I'm telling you, or if you're going on vacation, you're going to get a lot of sun and you know your lips are going to hate you later. Okay, so the lip oils retail for $24 each. It comes in 4 different shades, and they're a sheer tinted lip oil infused with rosehip oil and shea butter for healthy looking lips all day long. So it's described as a lip gloss lip balm treatment stain. So there's a lot of things in there. It does have a color to it. It does feel very, very soothing on the lips. And I guess, yeah, it feels more of like a balm than it feels like a gloss because it doesn't feel sticky, but it does feel wet. So very interesting formula, definitely hydrating. I think that that's like the main thing I could take away from this is a hydrating product and your lips will love you after wearing this for a while. But yeah, guys, so this is my final very natural look face of makeup. I will say I'm pleasantly pleasantly surprised with a lot of these products, but let's go ahead and let's zoom out. I'll give you guys some final thoughts and let's get into that right now. So I'm going to tell you guys, I am so pleasantly surprised with this brand. I really like a lot of the products that I put on my skin. There is some like all-stars here that I'm going to mention to you guys. Another thing too is I just literally walked out into daylight right now and I was looking at my skin and I was like, man, my skin looks so good. Sometimes the camera and the lights, it really likes heavy makeup. So right now you guys may look at me and say, wow, she doesn't look like she has very much makeup on, but in person, my skin looks amazing and I look super healthy looking. There's some all-stars here, some stuff that if you guys are in the hunt for this type of makeup, I really like this complexion stick, okay? So what I did to my skin today, it left me looking like I had no makeup on, but it covered up my imperfections. But I have to tell you guys, this is so skin-like on my skin. I am just like so shocked with how skin-like this looks. It looks so, so, so pretty. I can see myself reaching for this. I actually can see myself putting this inside of my purse and taking this with me places because the coverage is pretty high, but it's pretty impressive because it smears out so well. So it's like it's a high coverage, but it smears out so well that your skin looks like your skin. It like blends together. I really, really like this product, and I think if you are of mature skin and you want something that'll give you some coverage, but you don't want to put makeup all over your face because you don't want to get into your lines or you want a more natural makeup look, look at this product. I think that you might really like this. This is a very impressive product. And also if you're younger and you just want that very natural face of makeup, but you need a little bit of coverage, but you don't want to put it all over the skin, look at this. I actually really, really like this. I got it in the color Bisque. I do have a light medium skin tone. I think it matches pretty good. The other product that I really liked was the brow pomade. This did a really, really nice job. I like the way that it elevated the brows. I think it did a really pretty feathered effect, and it didn't make my brows look so much stronger. I feel like sometimes brow pomades, they kind of like exaggerate the brows too much, where it makes you look like you have very fat, ugly brows. It makes you look like if you have very exaggerated brows, which is not also a very pretty look when you're doing natural makeup. You don't want your brows to be too emphasized with a natural makeup look. With a full face of makeup, sure, but when you're doing natural makeup, you want your brows to be a little bit calmer, and I think that this did a beautiful job. I have to say, I am a huge fan of this brush. This brush is beautiful. I can see myself using this for all of my cream products if you have a small face like me, so you're a little bit more petite in the face. This works so good. I can use this for cream contour. It does have like a little bit of a dip. It does have a little bit of like a slant in it, so it works so good to get right under the cheekbones. I love this brush. With the complexion, I think these two are my favorite so far that I've tried out of the line. The lip oils are also beautiful. I personally think somebody who has drier lips are going to appreciate this even more than everybody else. But if you're somebody who just wants that real hydrating feel to your lips, this is going to do that. I do not think that this is going to be a very long lasting product. It does stain your lips a little bit, but because they're so much more like a treatment and they're so hydrating, they don't last on the lips very, very long. So if you're looking for something long lasting, this is not going to be super long lasting. But where I think that somebody is going to love this is anybody who has dry lips, because I literally want to give one just to my mom because her lips are always dry, and I feel like if she just pulls this out every once in a while throughout the day, it'll probably help her lips so much because I just feel it. Like I feel like my lips already feel super, super soft. And then the other two products, the blush is very, very pretty, and I love this glossy look to the skin. I think it's so pretty. If you're somebody who loves that shiny, dewy look to the skin and you're looking for a cream blush, this does that. The only issue will be the color selection, because I do know a lot of people like their blushes to be pretty strong. There is a few colors in here, so definitely you would just have to pick a color that would show up a little bit more in your skin tone. But I love the dew that I left on my skin. I think it looks amazing. Like, you don't really need a highlighter. It gives you that glass look. Finally, the mascara. Mascara did a really, really nice job. I personally am somebody who likes a little bit more volume when it comes to the mascara, even on a natural makeup day. But I know there's a lot of people out there that just want the length. So if you're somebody who wants the length, this is beautiful. And if you hate clumping, this doesn't clump your eyelashes at all. So of course, when it comes to mascara, it's so personal. Like everybody likes something different. I personally like for my lashes to look very volumized, and I know a lot of people like to have length. So if you're somebody who likes length, but you don't want your lashes to clump together, you should try this out because that's exactly what it did. It did a very natural long lash, which it looks beautiful with the face of makeup that I have today. But yeah, I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. I also really like the bag that they sent to me all this stuff in, which is so cute. Wouldn't it figure that a fashion website owner would send such a cute little makeup bag with her products? So I have to say I do like this range. I think there's some really, really, really pretty products in here. I am very excited to see what else this brand has in store for us, and I hope it stays within this whole natural from within look because I really, really love that look. Yeah, so I want to know from you guys, did you guys try Merit Beauty? Is there any products that you really, really love from this brand? If you guys are interested in any of these products, I am going to have a link down below. The link is an affiliate link. I do believe I do earn commission if you use it. So if you're comfortable with that and you want to use that link, go ahead and I'll have it listed down below. And yeah, I don't know. I guess that's all I have for today's video. So thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to leave your comments down below. Let your friends know what you guys think of these products. Which one was your hero? Did you try any of them? Are you loving any of them? I want to know from you guys. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk with you guys in my next video. Bye.